Don't bother. You're well restrained. And honestly, you don't have much to worry about. Usually, you would be here. It's nothing like a stool bucket. You're probably confused. I'll be honest with you, I'm a little confused myself. I'm sure you've read about me. And right now you're probably thinking, oh no, I know how this is going to end. I've seen the stories. But something is different. Me? I am different. I have changed. I have had an epiphany, as it were. And I've realized the error of my ways, not only by myself, but I think largely a result of my own doing, which I realize does not absolve me of the horrors I've perpetrated on others. I know this. Not trying to get into heaven. Just trying to be better. But this naturally is going to be very confusing for you. So, why don't I take a minute or two to put you at ease a little bit. I don't know that I can really completely put you at ease until you're gone. Or gone. I'm not gonna, it's not me anymore. Fish are friends, not food. I don't know how I know that bit of pop culture reference. My brain thinks on many levels. Past, future, they're all like this. In some ways, I can I can foretell images of prominent Canadian psychiatrists, psychoanalysts, maybe can't see that clearly, rising to fame by being hateful and idiotic, and it's vague, though, these images. Anyway, that's a tangent. Let's concentrate on you. I think that's probably for the best. Maybe doesn't really make you feel much better seeing me up close. If I'm totally honest with you, it's not that great for me wearing this mask all the time. It's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but again, this is where we are, and this is how things are going to proceed. I'm back. Don't worry. You have nothing to fear from me. Yes, it is true. I did spray wasp killer in your eyes. I did do that under the pretense of showing you a magic trick. And then I took advantage of that initiative to throw you in the back of my van and bring you here. It can cause some ocular discontent. If you would do me the favor of following this light, you can open your eyes. It seems you've recovered somewhat. Yeah, I mean, there's a good amount of irritation. That's what happens when you get a bunch of wasp killer in your eyes, is your eyes get irritated. You wouldn't come with me any other way, though. Really, you're as much to blame for that as I am. Alright, well, give it a few days. I think you'll survive. Right. Can't make any guarantees, but I am trying. So, I would really appreciate it if you would try too. I thought this might make you feel a little more at ease. Maybe? No? It says, I may not show it, but I really care. And I do. I do care. I care. I have remorse. This is me expressing my remorse to you. You don't need to be worried. You don't need to be afraid. If you do exactly as I say, everything will be fine. So what is it that I want from you? You might be thinking, probably a little too frightened to ask. Maybe you don't want to know. Well, like I said, I've been doing a fair amount of soul searching these past few months, and I've taken a good look at myself in the mirror, and I've realized I don't like what I see. It's not the mask. So I honestly didn't know what to do. I didn't know what the course. I wasn't going to turn myself in. I'm not insane, but I did want to work on me. I just wasn't aware if there were any, what sort of legitimate means of assistance there might be. But hey, turns out there is one. It's called Serial Killers Anonymous, and I joined it. And I've been working through their 12-step program. And I guarantee you've no idea how hard it's been. It's been extremely difficult for me. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm not saying that, in some way, my suffering and going through this somehow atones for the suffering I've caused others. I'm just telling you what's happened. So, what I need to do is, I'm on the step right now. Step 7, I'm doing a fearless moral inventory. And let me tell you, that one really kind of got to me. I basically, I'm on the step where you need to get in touch with the people you've wronged and apologize to them for what you've done. And you might see immediately why this is difficult. Okay. I'm not going to be using a Ouija board to do this. However, what you might not be aware of is a lovely black phone. Now, for some reason that I can't describe in any scientific way, it's the best I can do is recognize it as a clever plot device. One that could even maybe carry an entire short story. Probably not a movie, but a short story, surely. It seems that those who have met their untimely end in this room are able to communicate via the black phone in limited capacities. Now, my intent, as you might have guessed, is to get in touch with those I have wronged via the phone, and you, as essentially my notary, my witness. It's sort of like getting married. I need somebody to sign off before I proceed to step 8. I know I described this as a 12-step program. For Serial Killers Anonymous, it's actually an 8-step program, but you say 8-step program and people don't really know what you mean. You say 12-step, everybody knows immediately, so I was calling it a 12-step program, but in actuality it's an 8-step program, so you can see I'm very, very close to the end. Before we get to that, one of the things I need to do is get a little film of you, and just so the elders are convinced that yes, indeed, there actually was a witness to all this. If you don't mind. Oops, let me zoom in a little bit first. Let's frame the face. You can maybe smile. You don't have to say anything. Let's get a little bit more, just to be sure. And you look frightened. Maybe you just, here's a little trick that I do. Okay. Smile, but not with your eyes. Let your smile drop, then smile with your eyes. Then smile again, let your eyes drop, keep the smile. Pretty good. No one would have any inkling you were being held hostage in a dank, dirty basement. Close to a dozen children have been killed, but don't let that affect your face. There's no audio on this camera. Good, good. Okay, see those pearly whites? Fantastic. You're a natural. A natural. Just check one more time here. Doing okay in there? Yeah. A little better already, I'd say. I don't know if you're aware of this, but in my previous life, but my earlier life, I was a magician. Go to kids' parties, and I would do things like take a red handkerchief. The entire red handkerchief into that hand. And then blow on it. And it's gone. It's an amazing trick. It's an amazing trick. Everybody sees the thumb. 6-year-olds see the thumb and they laugh. They point. And they say incredibly cruel and inventive things. I'm not doing magic anymore. I'm working on me. All right, so we have you documented. I think the elders will be satisfied with that. So really, for this next part of the process, there's not much for you to do apart from, like I said, bear witness. So, ready to bear some witness? All right, let's do it. occurs to me that I don't really know what numbers to dial. But I don't think that matters. Let's give it a try. Get a little more comfortable. Hi, is this Bobby? Bobby, I'm having trouble hearing you. This is Bobby? Bobby, it's the grabber. Yes. 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 Well, apparently I can still bother you, but listen to me, Bobby. I'm calling because I'm trying to make amends for all the horrible things I've done. And I figured I would start with you because you were my first, and I made a lot of mistakes, Bobby. I know that now. I made some mistakes in particular regarding you because I was new at it. I didn't know what I was doing. Well, yeah. Well, no, it's not a 12-step program. It's an 8-step program. Yeah, ska. It's through ska. No, not the music. Ska is Serial Killers Anonymous, and do you really need to know all this, Bobby? Look, all I need you to do is say, "Grabber, I forgive you." Well, why not? Yes, but I'm telling you now. Well, this is right. Right, but I'm reaching out. This is what I'm doing. I'm admitting my part in what occurred between us. Well, now that's not exactly true, Bobby. I mean, there are two sides to everything, aren't there? I mean, that makes sense that there would be two sides to everything. If everything only had one, how can you have something with only one side, Bobby? Look, I know. Obviously, you're upset. I can feel that coming. It's more like it's not even hearing it. It's more I'm feeling it. How upset you are. Yeah. So I'm up. Look, I really need you to forgive me. It's important. It's part of the process. I can't proceed to step 8 until I get forgiveness from you. So please, Bobby, there's somebody watching, okay, and listening. I don't think they can hear you, but you're embarrassing me a little bit. I don't really know how you know that phrase at your age, but I don't appreciate. Bobby? He hung up. didn't go very well. Alright. Let me try. I don't know why. It's not like the phone is actually. It doesn't even have any wires. It's a ghost phone. It doesn't need to stay connected to anything. This way I can come back and be closer to you, which I'm sure you appreciate. Let's try somebody else. Here we go. Arnold. Arnold. You'll never guess who this is. No, you'll never guess. Okay, you want me to give you a hint? You want to see a magic trick? Yeah, that's it. It's the grabber. Yeah. How are you doing, Arnold? No, huh? No. I'm not sure what sort of answer I was expecting there. I'm doing all right. Not that you asked, but I'm going through a fearless moral inventory, trying to get to those I've wronged, apologize to those I've wronged. Apologize. Did I apologize to Bobby? Maybe I didn't. I don't remember if I actually apologized to Bobby. Arnold, I apologize for spraying you in the eyes with wasp killer, dragging you to my basement, keeping you here for weeks, and ultimately ending your life. It was wrong on many levels. And, I just shouldn't have done it. Being unequivocal. See, I think I was equivocating before with Arnold. I'm just, look, this was on me. So, yeah, lights, huh? Floating. Sounds great. Sounds like fun. Almost sounds like maybe I did you a favor. You got picked on a lot, Arnold. I don't know if you remember that. Quite a bit. You didn't seem very happy. I'm not suggesting that. Okay. I'm just saying if you look at this a certain way, from a certain perspective, you might look at this and you might come to the conclusion that I helped you. And for that, you're welcome. But really, I realize mostly I was wrong here, and I'm apologizing. And I'm wondering if you will, if you're so happy flying around and dancing in the lights and clouds like marshmallows. That's fantastic, Arnold. That's great. Could you see it in your heart to forgive me? Well, technically you do still have a heart. I removed it. It's buried. It was buried 3 graves over. Still yours. I don't understand you. You said you were happy. You're happier. Nobody's picking on you anymore, Arnold. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I seem to be running into this issue. I'm putting myself out there here, Arnold. So it's a firm no. Anything I can do or say to get you to change your mind? I mean, apart from that, I mean, something I can actually do. I don't. I'm not God, Arnold. I'm being humble. See? In many ways, I am like God. All right, well, I can't force you to change your mind. At least not anymore, Bobby. I've lost that power over you. Which, that's another good thing, right? But you're gonna, okay, you're gonna, all right. He hung up. Bobby, Arnold, both knows. I wonder how many yeses I need to get in order to fulfill the contract. I really just need one yes. Right? Let's try. Okay, I think maybe it seems like I'm automatically calling the person that I'm thinking about when did you have to listen to that before I came down? Was that going on? Annoying. It's been raining. These are the sump pumps. They keep this place from flooding. I didn't need to have sump pumps in here. Could have been an inch or two of water, standing water whenever it rained. But that's something I did for you and for Arnold and Bobby. Don't seem to appreciate it. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna try Luke. Okay, I mean I think I'm gonna try Luke. I'm gonna dial. And I'll try Luke. Here, see what Luke's got. It's funny. Luke's number is pretty much all nines, which meant that when he tried to call home, it was pretty funny. It took a long time and it was really easy to hear. It's really obvious what he was doing. Luke was a funny one. He kind of blubbered when he cried. It was some people are ugly criers. I don't know how many nines I've dialed so far. Seems like that should be enough. Let's see. I gotta switch ears. No, I think I need one more. Luke. Why? Luke, it's very loud where you are. It's the grabber. The grabber, yes. Why? What? I hear a lot of yelling. Luke, what's going on? Hell is real. You're kidding me. What's it like? Yeah, that makes sense. Not even a masochist. Well, I think you could find some way, maybe to turn it now. Okay, well, is there any way you could ask them to just maybe quiet down a little bit, just for a couple minutes here? I just wanted to talk to you for a minute, if you can. Well, yeah. I mean, I already told you that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that'll do, I guess. I mean, I guess there's no way to escape the torment. I'm curious, why? Why do you think you went to hell, Luke? You're kidding me. You are kidding me. What are the odds? It's like that joke, right? Do you know that joke about like the hitchhiker picks up the serial killer, and then the hitchhiker says to the driver of the car, you know, aren't you why did you pick me up? Aren't you worried that I might be a serial killer? And the driver says, no, the odds of two serial killers being in the same car are pretty low. Yeah, I always thought that was a great one. Well, that's amazing. At such a young age, that really ambitious, Luke. And you have a biblical name. I wouldn't have expected it. I was telling my friend, you're kind of an ugly crier. You are not faking. No, you weren't. You were not. I would not. I don't believe. You really are. You really are a masochist. Well, then, I mean, you're in the perfect place, right? No, no. Yeah, there are limits, I guess, to everything. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Luke, I don't want to keep you from your um, eternal torment, and I wanted to ask. Yes, Serial Killers Anonymous. Yeah. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. We might have been in the same group. It's weird. It's a small world. It's a small after world. Yeah. Um. Okay. Well, yes. So yeah. Step 7. Not. No. 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 I'm on step 7. Step 8. No. I don't know. What's so funny? Okay. So, all right. Well, all right. You let me know when you're done laughing, Luke, and we can continue with. I'm so sorry about this. He's being a little rude. Yeah. Just. Okay. Wind it up, Luke. Thanks. All right. So if you're familiar with ska, you recognize, you remember, or well, I guess you didn't actually get to do it, but maybe you are still familiar with the 8 steps. Obviously, you are. You mentioned the 8th step, and you like snickered in a way that was strange to me, but okay. But no, I'm on the 7th step, and I'm calling you to ask for your forgiveness so that I can move on to step. Oh, really? Really? Com- Completely, utterly, and completely, unreservedly forgiven me. Luke, I cannot tell you what that means to me. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. I gotta tell you, I called. You remember Arnold? Yeah, right. I called Arnold. He was a no, like a firm no, but firm no. Yep. Now I was just getting no's. I have a feeling that might have continued indefinitely, but I guess I lucked out. You're doing that. You're doing that laugh. Did you pick up that laugh down there? I gotta say, it's putting me on the edge a little bit, Luke. But I really appreciate that you had it in your heart to forgive a penitent man. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Luke. Well, no, I hope I don't see you soon. One thing in common with all these calls, they're all hanging up on me. But the good news is Luke forgave me. Unconditional. Nothing. He barely even hesitated. He seemed excited to forgive me. He wanted to forgive me immediately. And it's weird. He told me that he was faking the blubbering and crying for his mom. All that stuff was all faked. And he's apparently like a masochist who went to hell. He killed. I shouldn't be speaking out of turn, but we were simpatico. I didn't even know it. I didn't even realize it. I think he did a better job of covering it up than I did. I never would have suspected that. Okay. I mean, that's great news. All right, I'm going to put the phone away because I don't need you anymore. Is there someone you want to call? Is there someone you want to call? No, we're good. We're good. You're not. Believe me. I'm through with all that. I'm gonna. Got my forgiveness. Happy to get it. Feel quite lucky to get it. I don't know that I deserved it, but I'm not going to complain. Got there in the end. It was a little more difficult than I would expect. But I want to thank you for your part in being my witness. So I gotta say I'm a little bit excited. I kind of want to get, because step 8 is the last step. I kind of want to just do it and get it over with. And Luke seemed to think that it would be a good idea to do it as quickly as possible. Would you mind just sticking around for step 8? I mean, you've already done a lot. But if you could, that'd be wonderful. Yeah, it's nothing that would hurt you. It's a fun thing. Compared to step 7, it's nothing. I'd really appreciate it. And I'm kind of sick of wearing this mask for this long, so get step 8 done, let you go. You haven't seen my face. I'm probably gonna have to blindfold you and put you back in the van. But I'll drive in some circles. I'll get you confused, leave you somewhere. You'll be good. I'll be absolved. I'll have my 8 steps done. I'll go back to the ska house and show them. You have to. It's funny, all these kind of secret societies. They have like weird things you have to do. Serial Killers Anonymous, you have to pogo in. And if you don't have some kind of brass instrument, well, rather, if you do have some kind of brass instrument, you get to skip 2 of the steps, which I played guitar, you know. Doesn't count. Anyway, yes, I would really appreciate it. We can just do step 8. Get it done real quick. It's fell off. That's fine. I don't really need it. Get step 8 done real quick. And I'll be good to go. Step 8 has a prop that they gave to me. All I gotta do is, apparently solve this puzzle box and I'll be free. In fact, apparently I'll be shown great pleasure, I suppose, as my reward for going through the full 8 steps. It's not as many as 12 steps, but it's more than 6 steps, which is all you need for eternal slumber. So it's still a good number of steps. So I'm really excited, to figure this out together. I can't wait to see what comes next.